Hey everybody, what's everybody doing today? Today we're going to go over how to take care and maintain your noisy cricket. Let's go ahead and get to it. Come on.
Tell me like a Hellcat.
Hey YouTube, what's going on with everybody today? Big D, Big Rig Vaping back at you. Got a little different camera angle. Trying out something different today. Today we're going to go over a topic that has been asked a couple of times. Everybody always asks me, hey D, are you having trouble with your noisy cricket? Mine's not firing. Well, nope. Works like a champ. And I'll tell you why. Guys, this is a mechanical mod, okay? It needs some maintenance. The maintenance is very simple. It really is. I'm not even going to have to go up close to show you this stuff. So we're going to make this real quick, real simple. First of all, we're going to vape for a minute. And I've got the Noisey Cricket sitting here. I got a 0.4 ohm build in this velocity clone, and just to show you that it does actually work pretty good. Now those are little short pulls. I mean, that's nothing big, nothing major. Guys, if your noisy cricket is misfiring, you push the switch, nothing happens, or you push the switch, sometimes it works. You feel like sometimes if you push the switch on the side, it works better than it does if you push it down straight or square. There's very few things that can go wrong. 3, maybe 4 things tops. And we're going to cover all of those here today. Shout out to my buddy Andrew, aka Heavy Metal Vapor. He showed me the majority of these, but I'm going to show you something else too. The Noisey Cricket is a hybrid mod, meaning that it gets its connection through a hybrid 510 connection. That guy right there. Alright, now that is not a protruding 510 connection. That is a hybrid connection. The battery is directly underneath that plate. That being said, your atomizer's 510 pin needs to be protruding enough to clear and make contact with the battery, and only the battery. And as you can see, that is the connection on that Noisey Cricket. It juts out quite a bit. I can take it, I can back it out even more if I need to. There you go. Nice, big, beefy, protruding 510 pin. If your 510 pin isn't making contact with your battery, it will not fire properly. Okay?
Need some help there, driver?
That is number 1. Now, let's get to the number 2 reason why maybe your Noisey Cricket's not firing. When you put your batteries in the Noisey Cricket,
You got a dig or you need a spotter?
alright, you're going to put it in the 2 holes. This one here is your fire button. Alright, so the battery needs to be negative side up for the fire button. Positive side up for the 510 connection. That means that this is a series device. Meaning it's just like your flashlight. If you have a flashlight that's got 2 batteries in it, and you drop one in that tube, drop another one in the tube, it's negative, positive, negative touching the positive to positive. Okay, so negative, positive, negative, positive. Understand? It's not rocket science. So let me get a coin real quick. All you do is you want to make these just snug. Don't over tighten these guys. You over tighten them, you take a chance on getting too tight on your batteries. You can do some damage to your batteries, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this apart real quick. And I know I'm doing it off camera, but I promise you it's just a matter of taking the cap. I'll hold it up so you can see it. It's a matter of taking the pin off there, unscrewing that little piece there, and then dumping your batteries right out of your tube. Now, inside that tube, I don't know if you can see that or not. Yep, you can see it. See right there? That is a rocker plate there at the bottom. That rocker plate has two little copper pins, or two little copper contacts in there. Those need to be kept clean. Number 2 reason for your device, your Noisey Cricket, not functioning properly is it's dirty. It needs to be cleaned. Get you a pencil eraser. You just reach down in there and kind of give them a little scrub. You don't have to get too aggressive. Just really lightly give them a scrub. Also, you see the threads? Those threads are shiny threads right there and right there. Get you a cloth or a toothbrush with some warm soapy water and clean those threads really, really well. Clean those out really, really nice. And I have an air gun here in the truck, right here. Sit here so I can just blow the excess water off. If you don't have something like that, you can always let it air dry. That's fine. Towel dry it, let it air dry. Make sure it's good and dry before you put it back together. Also, your contact pin, your contact plates. See those threads? Make them nice and shiny. This thing gets dirty quick, and I don't know why, but I guess it's because of the power going through these gold-plated copper plates. Maybe it does something with magnetism and attracts dirt, I don't know, but they will get dirty very, very fast. And I'm going to give you a tip that'll help keep them clean and keep them moving well. Also, threads on your switch, make sure they are good and clean. Also, that is an Allen key there at the bottom. Get your little Allen key, take that off. All it is a button and a spring, and that'll come right out. And all that does, I don't know if you can see this or not, is when you push, let me see if I can get this on camera. When you push this thing, there you go, see how it just comes up a little bit? It's not a very big throw. It's just a very, very small amount. That has to move freely. It needs to be clean of all dirt and debris. Take it apart. Take some time, about once a week, clean this thing really good. After you get it clean, I want you to take a little bit of WD-40, okay? Not regular oil. Use WD-40 because it displaces water and it won't corrode contacts. Use WD-40, not gun oil, not sewing machine oil. It's too heavy. Use WD-40, put a little bit on a Q-tip, and just lube those threads up. Lube all your parts ever so lightly, okay? Just a little bit. And what that's going to do is that's going to help it to stay clean longer. It's also going to help lubricate those threads so it's not so hard to get them in and out. And then once you do that, let it sit and let it dry for a little bit, and then you can put your Noisey Cricket back together. Now, before you put your Noisey Cricket back together, guys, inspect your batteries, okay? Check your wraps. These are re-wrapped LG chocolate HG2s or 4s or whatever. These are not naked batteries. I swear they're re-wraps. I'll show you right there. You can see the insulator at the top, and at the bottom you can see where the wrap comes across right there at the bottom. You can also see it a little bit better on this one. See, I got my shrink wrap a little bit. Now you see how that shrink wrap's coming across the bottom? I can't use this battery for my negative contact battery. Alright, this has to be negative down, because my negative switch won't hit that plate or that battery. It's going to hit that plastic. I have to use this battery. I always use married batteries. I have to use this battery because it's got enough space. I did the rewrap right on this, and it left me enough contact area for my plate. So I'm going to use this one negative up, this one positive up. Alright, I'm going to put my switch on the negative up side, and I've got my WD-40 in there, so it's real nice and easy. Run that down until the copper is almost flush with the body of your tube. Now, your 510 connection goes to the positive upside battery. You take and run this down as far as you can by hand. Then you got to get a tool. Little coin works. I use a dime because it's a little smaller, and just run it down. You want to run it down until it's just flush with the top of the tube. Okay? Right about there. Now, go back to your negative and run it all the way down until it's just starting to feel the tension. Now go back to your positive and just give it to until it gets tension. Shake it. You should have no battery rattle. Okay? Your Noisey Cricket's now ready for your atomizer. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Before you put your atomizer back on, check your 510. Make sure your 510 is protruding enough, and thread it on. Nice and easy. We're not going to force anything. Thread it on until it just makes contact right there. Alright, just made contact. See, nice and loose. Now I want to just quarter of a turn, stop. Fires every time. Now, this, like I said, is a high power hybrid device. It is a series mechanical mod. Guys, if you don't know how to build for a series device, if you don't understand proper battery safety, and if you don't understand what I mean when I say your atomizer has to have a protruding 510 pin to make contact with the top of your battery, do not use the Noisey Cricket or any other hybrid device. They can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. It's not safe. Know how to build, know Ohm's law, know battery safety, make sure your batteries are in good working order, make sure your device is clean and in good working order, and the Noisey Cricket will be a very, very enjoyable bake. Yeah, bake. It's going to be an enjoyable bake. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I just want to give you a little heads up. On a little Noisey Cricket action. But actually, I lied. It's not all I got for you today. Also, we're going to do a real quick juice review. This juice was given to me for the purpose of review by Johnny Copper in Green Cove Springs, Florida. Went in there. These guys give this to me. This is called rougarou. Now, rougarou is cracking a bottle. Yeah, that's what it is. It's cracking a bottle. I started vaping it this morning. This is a 30 ml bottle. It's half gone. So I figured I'd better go ahead and do this damn juice review, or I ain't gonna have no more juice left to review. What is rougarou? Rougarou is a vanilla pudding cake. Yeah. It is the most delicious cake vape I've ever had. That being said, I think we need to juice this velocity up a little bit. Let's have a vape on some rougarou. Here you go. I'm telling you guys, this is a 9010 Max VG e-liquid, and it is the bee's knees. This is probably the best bakery vape that I've had in a while. Right off the top, I get that vanilla and that cake, and it finishes with that sweet vanilla pudding. I don't know what they did with this, but this guys is a very good vape. If you like bakery vapes, go to johnnycopper.org. I'll put links in the description, and man, you got to get you some of this. Hats off to the guys up at Johnny Copper. It's kind of funny. The guy handed it to me. He said, "I'll keep that and do a review on it." Oh, okay. He said, "I know you'll be back." He's right. I'll be back, and I'll get a big 120 ml bottle of this shit. Good vapor production. I mean, clearly 30 mils isn't going to be enough. Truck drivers, hold on. I don't know what possesses truck drivers to think I want to hear your fucking music over the CB radio. If I wanted to hear music, I got a stereo, guys. Don't do that shit. It's rude and inconsiderate. Okay. That being said, rougarou. Yeah. It's a good vape, man. Hats off to the guys up there. Guys, if you're in the Florida, North Florida area, go by Johnny Copper. Check these guys out. They've got a hell of a selection on hardware. Anything you can think of. Building materials, hardware, a complete line of V-liquids, and he's adding to it every day. These guys are always on top. Most helpful every time I go in. Real good guys. I believe they'll even ship to you, so if you're not in the Florida area, look them up online. Call them. They'll take phone orders. Do business with them, man. Support your local vape shops. These guys are good cats. Their e-liquid's good stuff, and they're good people. So get you some. So yeah. Damn, this Noisey cricket eats up some juice. I mean, look at this. So can you see that? It's already getting dry. I just dripped it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drip this up. Get on down the merry little way. It's kind of late at night. Time for me to hit the hay. I got to be in Tampa in the morning. Guys, that's all I got for you today. Go get you some at rougarou. Oh, price. It's like 12 bucks for a 30 ml bottle. Pretty sure that's what he said it was. Either way, all their e-liquid prices are really jamming up. Guys, you guys go check them out. And keep your Noisey cricket clean. Keep it shiny side up, guys. Yeah, vape on, okay?